Hi everybody, hope everybody is good. Welcome back to the Blind Gooner. I thought I'd just do another bit of a chat and a Q&A because as you guys know, I've just finished, I've just been on Claude's channel for Big Up Claude and the Bansters, decent channel. Big up Claude for having me on as well, really appreciate that. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a bit of a chat and a Q&A for you all today. How's everyone feeling? You all feeling good? How are you coping with the lockdown? Listen, it is what it is. Weather's a bit colder today as well. Went out there today and cool, it's windy as anything. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How are you all doing? How are you all keeping? How you all keeping? How you all keeping? Apologies for the lack of stream yesterday. I decided to give myself a day off because you know it was Easter Sunday and the weather was nice, too nice to sit indoors. So I thought I'd spend most of it in the garden. I'm lucky because I do have a communal garden, so I can go and sit in it and I can enjoy the nice weather. But listen, thanks to everybody who's tuned in over the last couple of weeks. These streams have been amazing, you know, going through keeping the regular time of 3:30. So thank you to all for tuning in. And like I said, apologies to anybody who's missed the stream yesterday. Thanks to 4 people in the chat. I'm gonna get straight into it, and I'm gonna read out some of your chats, read out some of your questions. Thank you and hello to the new subscribers off the back of Claude's stream that I just did. I've got a few new subscribers, so hello to you guys. Please bear with me for those new subscribers. I'm using my screen reader to read out the chats. So I may take some time to read your chats, but I will get to them. I like to get through as many as possible on these Q&As. So please bear with me. I will get to your chat. So let's get into it. Arsenal vlogs, mate. How are you? I'm good. Listen, thanks for tuning in. Not seen you on this stream for a while, but thanks for tuning in. Thanks very much, Arsenal vlogs. Afternoon, Omar. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. No worries, Omar. Take your time. Take your time, bro. I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good. To everybody in the chat asking how I am, yeah, I'm good. You know how it is with these things. I have ups and downs. You know, like especially with the lockdown. Like Friday, I was an absolute terrible day on Friday. I was just so bored. Saturday I was all right. Yesterday was decent, good. Had a nice Easter Sunday under the circumstances, but yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Do I think Aubameyang will leave Arsenal? You personally think he'll do? Thanks for that, Arsenal vlogs. Listen, I think he'll leave. I think he'll leave. I think it's just a matter of time. All the evidence is pointing towards that, innit? So we just got to accept it. We just got to move on. It's gutting, and you know, like I said on my other stream the other day, I think it was probably the last stream I'd done before I had a day off. There'll be life after Aubameyang. There will be life after Aubameyang. There'll be players that come and go. And listen, we've had it before with players like Van Persie, with Fabregas, with Nasri. Who else we had? Thierry Henry. We've had players before, and listen, there'll be other players that come through. We might be an idea to give some of the youth a chance. But yeah, listen, it'll be gutting. It'll be really gutting if Aubameyang leaves, but we've just got to accept it. Listen, and we have to accept as well that these players aren't Arsenal fans. They're not Arsenal fans like you, like most of the people in the chat. I know I've got a couple of other football supporters in the chat who aren't Arsenal fans, but we have to remember that they're going to be thinking about the career before they're going to be thinking about a love for a club. Afternoon to you, Grant Roberts. Hope you're well. I should watch Sunderland Till I Die. Do you know what, Grant? I actually started watching that. I started watching that the other day. I think I watched about the first episode, and I watched half the first episode and fell asleep. Do you know the problem is I tend to watch Netflix at night time, and I end up because I tend to watch Netflix in bed, I end up falling asleep. But yeah, I need to get back to watch. I'm still on series 1 of Peaky Blinders as well, which I'm watching. I'm on episode 6, and they're going to be releasing series 5 soon as well, aren't they? So I need to catch up, man. I'm only on series 1, so yeah, I need to start watching, get watching all them episodes of Peaky Blinders. Decent. But yeah, Sunderland Till I Die, I will watch that as well. Why does our board stand Kroenke and let our players run down the contracts? Listen, who knows? It's part of the problem is our board are not running the football club as we as fans would like them to run the football club. I have no idea. Listen, Raul come out and said on that interview that he'd done before the Europa League final, he said that players weren't going to run down their contracts. He said that players, that was a thing of the past. But listen, we'll see. This summer is going to be an interesting one. Although what I am going to say is let's not judge the board on this summer, because let's not forget that we're in a strange situation at the moment. And listen, I don't want to give the board a free pass, because I think they've had too many free passes. But let's not forget that this situation is difficult for everybody. So I always said to the board, I always said to the board, God, I wish I could speak to the board. I always said, let's judge this board next summer. And that was last summer. And obviously, with everything that's happened with the coronavirus, we need to maybe be a bit more patient, because obviously, listen, it's not just football that's struggling at the moment. You've got every sector of society struggling at the moment with the coronavirus. So we need to be a little bit patient and maybe just not expect too much of this board. Listen, don't get me wrong. I am not giving them a free pass in any which way, shape or form. But we have to understand that we are in unprecedented times, and we need to be a bit more flexible with this board and be a bit more understanding of the situation we are in. Let's have a look. So Arsenal vlogs. Listen, let me tell you something. Protests don't work. Protests don't work for the simple reason is that the board don't notice them. The board don't notice, and I don't want to get back to that. I don't want to get back to every time going to a game, it's just complete and utter drama because everybody's getting the banners out and everybody's, you know, fighting amongst themselves. Can we not just fucking pull together as fans and support the team? Because maybe if we support the team, then the team will perform a little bit better instead of just fighting in the stands. Whilst I accept that some of these players aren't good enough, listen, I don't want to get back to that. I hated it. I hated it when we were like that. And I don't ever want us to get back to that. You know, we need to be pulling together as fans rather than dividing. Afternoon to you, Vic Neshverum. I think listen, I apologize if I have butchered your name. What do I think about the pay cut? Well, listen, a lot of players don't want to take a pay cut, do they? And as I said on Claude's channel, I said that players need to understand that they're role models. They need to be held in higher stand than your regular average Joe. But you know, and you know, you've got, you know, they're on mega money and they're kicking a football around, and then you've got staff like the NHS, nurses and doctors who are putting their life on the line without the proper equipment. I know all the government said that they're trying to get them all the proper equipment, but listen, that's all a load of bollocks, in my opinion. So that, look, we need to just, they need to accept footballers that kicking a football is not a life-threatening job. And if they can do something to help out the NHS, like taking a pay cut, and listen, they get mega amounts of money. I know that they're going to be paying, higher rent and mortgages, and the tax is going to be higher. And they're getting, I know that not every footballer is getting the same amount of mega money. Say like a player like Mesut Ozil, you know, is probably getting considerably more than a player like Bukayo Saka. But listen, they're still getting mega amounts of money, aren't they? Mega amounts of money. Unless you're in a lower league football club or in a non-league football club, you're not getting as much money as that. But certainly the Premier League can afford to take a pay cut. Let's have a look. So Vic, I'm going to read your question out again because it's a good question. My thoughts on Mesut Ozil refusing. Mesut Ozil's pay is causing problems to sign big players. Yeah, and I agree with you exactly. I said this on Claude's channel as well. For those of you, I know most of you probably checked that out. But I said it. Players aren't going to sign a contract or come to the club because they're going to be looking at Mesut Ozil and what he's getting, and they're going to be sorry, give me 1 second. They're going to be looking at Mesut Ozil and what he's getting, and they're going to be going, well, do you know what? He's on 350 grand a week. Well, I want the same. And I think that's part of the problem with the Aubameyang situation, is that he's looking at Ozil and going, well, he's on 350 grand a week and I'm better than him. I want that money, if not more. So, yeah, it is causing a problem. It's causing a very, very big problem. Afternoon to you, Gavin. Thanks for tuning in on Claude's channel. I really appreciate it. Listen, Claude's top bloke. And as Claude said on his channel, I'm hoping to be on his channel a bit more regularly. Listen, Claude and the Bansters, decent guys. You know, they put out some really good content. Really love their content. So yeah, listen, great guys, all of them great guys. Onto your question, Gavin. I think we need to give Arteta at least 3 or 4 transfer windows. Listen, the mess that he was left in, and he was left a right old mess. And the fact that he's not really had much luck since he's come into Arsenal. Yeah, listen, we need to give him at least 3 or 4 transfer windows before we start judging him, because it's not going to be easy to shift out all this deadwood that's at the club. No worries, Omar. Listen, mate. You got that fasting thing is no worries, mate. That's understandable, mate. But listen, you're a trooper, mate. Absolute trooper when it comes to YouTube. You know, you literally watch every stream. But no worries, mate. Listen, thank you. You know, you're literally like one of the first people that come in the chat. So thank you very much for your support, and hopefully you're hoping your fasting goes all right. Listen, I know I've got a few friends who do that, and it's not easy, especially when you're so used to eating, you know, during the day and stuff, and you know, being hungry. And it's the worst thing is when you're hungry and that. But let's have a look. Oh, let's have a look. Yeah, Omar, I agree with you. Aubameyang's refusing to sign the deal because of Özil. Let's have a look. Arsenal Vlog says Bellerin can go. Do you know what? I actually quite like Bellerin, but the problem with Bellerin is since he's had his injury, he's just lost a lot of his pace. So Grant says he doesn't trust Arteta because the fact that he's still playing Xhaka, Bellerin, and Özil, which sums him up, and the fact that he begged Xhaka to stay. Listen, Xhaka's a weird one because as much as I don't rate him as a player, he has played decent since Arteta's come in. And I think Arteta is still at the stage where he is going, you know what? Everyone's gotten a clean slate. And the problem with Arteta as well, and you know, I think Ozil will be gone. I think Arteta's sort of listed him as one of the players to go. Listen, Arteta's a sound guy in terms of he's got a football brain and he knows what goes on in the media, and he knows that he's not going to tell everybody's thoughts, is he? He's going to keep that to himself. He's very professional, and we just have to wait and see, don't we? It's too early to tell whether Arteta's going to do good. It's too early to tell, but the signs are positive. The signs are there. We just have to be patient as fans and accept that there's going to be bumps along the road. So Arsenal Vlogs is saying that his dream signings are Max Aarons, Upamecano, and Partey. Tell you what, if we could get all 3 of them, we'll have a decent summer. But listen, I don't think we're going to get all 3 of them. Willian and Ryan Fraser. I'd definitely take Willian. Not sure about I would take Ryan Fraser. You know, he'd be a good addition to the squad. Omar says, "Do you reckon I would do all right in YouTube?" I take it you mean YouTube, right? By just putting YT. Yeah, I think you would do all right, Omar. Listen. I'm going to say this as well. Anytime you want to, it's a shame you haven't got social media, but maybe anytime you want to come on my channel for a bit of a chat. Listen, if you've got a tablet or something there, or a phone, or would love to get you on for a bit of a chat. If you're up for that. But yeah, I think you'd do all right. Have a look. Let's have a look. Afternoon, Chadwick. Hope you're well, mate. Grant says you're about to put an application in for the police, and that is your dream job. Listen, fair play to you, Grant. I hope you're successful with that. Let's have a. We have more drama with our attackers than trophies over the last couple of years. Hey, that's right. That is so good. That is so true as well. That is so true. But listen, do you know what it is though? We've just got to be a little bit patient with this. And listen, if Aubameyang leaves, it's going to be. Listen, I'm going to miss Aubameyang if he goes, because he's a quality player. But like I said to you the other day, and I'm going to pose this again. When you think about it, he's getting a lot of goals. He's a great goal scorer, but he doesn't turn up in the big games, does he? He doesn't do it when we're playing the likes of Liverpool, playing the likes of Man City. I don't count Spurs because, listen, anyone could beat Spurs. Even my flipping Nan could beat Spurs. Do you know what I mean? And she'd just play on her own. But do you know what I mean? I just think, does Aubameyang really do it? And this is not me doing him down as a player because he's potentially leaving. But when you think about it, look at all these world-class players that do it in the big games. Is he going to be real? Is he really that type of player? And yes, he's a goal scorer. Listen, he scores goals for fun, but no player is irreplaceable. You know, if you go and spend the money, no player is irreplaceable. But for me, it'd be interesting to see how they spend the money on the defense and what defenders we bring in. Listen, I know we've got William Saliba coming in, and he's going to be a great signing. But yeah, we still need another defender. Who is the Chadwick says, who's the biggest pussy to ever play for Arsenal? I take it you mean Judas by that. So listen, I don't know. Listen, I don't. It's like I'm one of these people that don't take it personally. With Fabregas going to, you know, like Chelsea, and you know, Van Persie going to United and all that, and it's frustrating. And yes, I agree that he's played you know, that Van Persie played us, and Fabregas said that he would never go to Chelsea, and he went to Chelsea. You have to understand as well that circumstances change. Circumstances change, and like I said to you, these players are going to be thinking of their careers. They're not going to be thinking about Arsenal in terms of, oh, I'm not going to go to Chelsea because I'm an Arsenal fan, or I'm not going to listen. A lot of these players don't think like that. They're just going to think about their career. And yes, when we get pissed off with them going, oh, Judas, he went to Man United because we hate Man United, or we went to Chelsea because we hate Chelsea, and they don't think like that. They're professional. Omar, if you got a channel, yeah, you should give it a go, Omar. I reckon you should, man. I would listen. I would definitely watch your videos and streams, mate. I think you've got, you've got some good points. And listen, I would definitely subscribe to your channel, mate. If you set one up, or if you've got one already, let me know. But yeah, listen, give it a go, mate. Listen, I think with YouTube, and I'm going to give you a bit of advice, Omar, you've got to go into it with no expectations, like in terms of, some people go into YouTube thinking, I'm going to make money, I'm going to be successful, and some people do turn out like that. Listen, it's great, but listen, I think if you go into YouTube and just be yourself, be you, as don't try and be the next the next YouTube star. Try and be yourself. Be the first you, and the only you. Stay true to yourself. Don't have, don't get me wrong, have aspirations of growing your channel and aspirations of being successful, but don't be disappointed if it doesn't take off, to start with. That's what I've realized in YouTube, in doing this for the few months that I've got. Listen, it is what it is. I do it because I enjoy coming and chatting to you guys. I enjoy bringing you content, not only about Arsenal, but I enjoy bringing you other content as well. I enjoy doing other stuff, and giving you, a lot of people don't know what it's like to have a disability and to be visually impaired. So I like to bring you content based around that. Maybe what I'll do as well is, one of these videos, I'll do a daily vlog, and just see, so you guys can see a bit more of what I get up to when I'm not sat in front of a screen chatting to you guys. But I may do that. But yeah, stay true to yourself, Omar, and listen, give it a go, mate. Give it a go, definitely. 15:58. Let's have a look. Thoughts on replacing Aubameyang? 3 strikers who I would like. Name 3 strikers I would like. So obviously we ain't getting Messi or Ronaldo, so them are out. Aguero, listen, I would love Aguero at Arsenal. Absolute quality. Maybe a dream one. I'm going to name a dream forward who I would like. I would love it, and this is never ever going to happen, so don't get it twisted that I really want this guy. But Mbappe, God, could you imagine him in an Arsenal shirt? Could you imagine Kylian Mbappe? And he would just be outstanding. I love Mbappe. He's my favorite non-Arsenal player. Not that you probably should have favorite non-Arsenal player, but yeah, I would love Kylian Mbappe. Oh, could you imagine him in an Arsenal shirt? Would be, that is the ultimate dream. Afternoon to you, Justice. Hope you're well. Chadwick says, I can't believe how far Arsenal have dropped since 2015. Not being in the Champions League is bad. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I think we'll get back to the Champions League. It's just going to take a bit of time, and We need to stop going through periods of rebuild, because I'm fed up of the rebuilding process. We need to move on from that. Grant says he tried to start YouTube and gave up on the same day. Why'd you give up, mate? Listen, I've had days doing YouTube, and I've seen other channels grow and getting subscribers and all that. And, like some people get like tens of thousands of subscribers in a day. And I'm just like, man, how'd you do that? How'd you get, that's the biggest problem, because my channel isn't new at the moment. So it's getting it out there to more people. But I've had days where I'm thinking, God, am I doing the right thing? But you know what? It is what it is, isn't it? It'll grow when it grows, if it grows, and if it don't, listen, I'm having fun chatting to you guys, and it is what it is, isn't it? And I enjoy it. I enjoy bringing you content and putting out videos, doing live streams, getting people on, and it'll grow when it grows, won't it? Listen, I've only been going for 2 months since the end of January. So what we're now, we're in April, and I'm already closing in on 300 subscribers. I would love to. I set myself certain targets, and the first target is to get to 500 subscribers by the start of next season. And if I achieve that, then I know I'm going in the right direction. My ultimate goal, it's not really a big ambition, but my ultimate goal is to get over 1,000 subscribers. If I get over 1,000 subscribers, I'll be that anything after that is a bonus. And but I don't do this for any financial gain or anything. I don't do this to try and make money. I do this because I do this as a hobby. I wanted to get my voice out there. I wanted to give my own opinions. Yes, I have to accept that there are certain limits to what I can do in terms of like editing and stuff. So at the moment, it's just all basic, isn't it? It's just all incredibly basic. But it is what it is, and you guys are enjoying it. You guys are contributing, so I must be doing something right. Yeah. So Vic again's come back in with another chat. Says Juventus might sell Ramsey. What's my thought? Should we have him back at Arsenal? I would take Ramsey back, but I don't think he's going to come back. I don't think he's going to come back. Exactly. Let's have a look. Omar, listen, I'm gonna. So Omar said he wants to grow his confidence before starting a channel, because when he doesn't have the confidence speaking into a channel. Let me say this, Omar, right? And I'm talking to you directly now, and I'm talking to anybody. When I started YouTube, go back and look at my first videos and look at my streams now. When I was so nervous when I first start speaking into a camera, and especially when you go and look at my interviews on AFTV as well that I'd done. I was nervous. I was nervous. I wasn't really confident in speaking in front of a camera. I didn't really get it. I did a lot of pauses and a lot of ums, and I still do that occasionally. But it just comes with confidence. It just comes with practice, and it just comes, when you feed off other people, say in the chat, and like when you get I'll get my words out eventually. When you get positive feedback, that really helps, and it does boost your confidence. And listen, let me tell you this as well. You're always gonna get negativity on a platform like YouTube. But you know what? If you go in with the right mindset and you just ignore the negativity, that's what I do. And I'm not just on YouTube, but in life in general. I just ignore the negativity because it just gets you nowhere. You know, if you respond to it all the time and if you get offended by it all the time, listen, ignore it, don't respond to it, completely shut it down before it gets to be a problem. But listen, I think that listen, it's one of them things, in it. Confidence grows with the more you do it, the more you'll get confident. And that's what I'm learning with YouTube. Listen, even I'm finding stuff out about myself doing this YouTube channel, especially you know, in regards to confidence and stuff. Let's have a look here at some of these. Arsenal vlogs. Yeah, I checked some of your stuff out the other day. Actually, you're doing all right for yourself, Arsenal. You've got 700 and I think you've got about 760 subscribers now. You're well on your way to 1,000, mate. But yeah, listen, and I say this as well. This channel wouldn't be nowhere without you guys. That's why I always said, and I said this a couple of weeks ago, and I'll say this now: anytime that anybody feels like they want to come on and have a chat, I would love to get some of you guys on to have a little chat. You know, maybe about football and just get you on as a guest. That's what I'm quite decent like that in terms of you know, people contribute. I love to get, because listen, without you guys there'd be no channel, plain and simple. So the more I can get you guys involved, the better I can, the more I can grow my channel, and the more, you know, you guys interacting. That's what it's all about. That's what a YouTube channel is all about. So you didn't give up about, so Grant says he didn't give up about the growth thing. It was just he knew he wouldn't be consistent. Listen, Grant, I'm learning every day with this consistency thing, because when I started YouTube, listen, my channel, my content was so erratic. I was like, oh my God. And then I realized I didn't have any consistency. So I thought I need to set a time where I can have a stream. And listen, you guys, since I've had this, I've been going for about a week now, maybe even longer than that, with these 3:30 streams. And listen, you guys know now that this is the time that I'm going to do a stream. The only time it will potentially change is obviously when Arsenal do return and I'm going back to the games. The stream might change then, or if I get guests on, because listen, if I get guests on, I have to work out a time that suits them. So it, you know, but generally this stream will be at 3:30, and that's what it is, consistency. And I'm starting to learn now that the more consistent you are, the more you get it, but the more the viewers and the comments, you know, the people watching will look out for your videos and content. But listen, man, it's not for everybody. Listen, it is a commitment, especially when you're doing pre-recorded videos, because to edit them and put them out, yeah, that takes time. Do you know what I mean? That takes a lot of it. And I'm only doing the basics. Do you know what I mean? Like when it comes to putting videos out and record, you see these people that put all these fancy music and stuff, and that's so time consuming. So you have got to have time on your hands. Hey, but listen, everyone's got time on their hands at the moment because we're not doing nothing. So anybody who's thinking of starting a YouTube channel, perfect time to start one. But no, seriously though, anybody who's starting a YouTube channel, good luck. I wish them all the best. Arsenal vlogs, have I seen what subs you've got? I looked at it the other day because I was watching some of your content, and I think you've got about 760, 800, almost 800 subscribers. So Arsenal Vlog says you do it for fun. Yeah, I know. Because I remember you were on Claude's channel as well, weren't you? If I remember rightly, and I was on there at the same time as you, both on Claude's channel, and you were saying at that point you only had 300. So yeah, listen, your channel's grown. Would I take Fabregas back? No, not now, because he's not great. He's past it now. No, you won't. Amar says, no, you won't. That ship has sailed. What's that to, mate? Sorry, listen, I'll probably rambled on a bit. So, Arsenal Vlog said, I have to come on your stream. Listen, you've got me on Twitter, and you Arsenal Vlogs. Listen, what I'll do is tweet me, and we'll sort something out. We'll sort something out about you coming on. And likewise, mate, I'll come on your channel anytime you want a guest on there, and just let me know. But listen, tweet me and we'll sort something out. Yeah, like I said, I'm working at trying to get a couple of guests on, but nothing's set in stone yet. So I don't want to bring, say to you guys, oh, this is confirmed, this is confirmed. But when it is confirmed, I'll let you guys know, because there's nothing like confirming something and then people pulling out, and then you end up just looking like a right dick. So I'm not going to say anything until it's actually confirmed. Exactly, Grant. Grant says negative people are. Let me read it. Negative people are negative to the successful ones because they'll never be popular. Exactly. That's exactly it, Grant. And listen, I just ignore it. I ignore negativity. And people ask me, but how do having a disability, how come how come you don't get offended or take it to heart? I don't take it to heart. I look at people's negative comments and I just scroll on by and just go, you know what? Not even giving you the time of day, not even going to respond to it, because at the end of the day, they're just showing their shallowness and stuff. So listen, I just ignore them. Ignore them is the best thing you can do. Oh, do you, Omar? Listen, you've got poor eyesight as well. Listen, yeah, I know what that's like. But listen, Omar, we will have to. I will definitely have to try and. I know you're not on social media or something, but we will have to try and listen. I would love to get you on my channel at some point as a guest, if you're up for it. If you're confident enough to come on and have a little bit of a chat. Do you know what it is as well? And I'm going to say with the confidence thing, when you're first starting out, and this is what I found, it's hard to talk consistently to yourself, even though you're talking to people and you're reading the chats and stuff. It's hard to talk consistently to yourself, and when you start, it is a bit of a shock to the system. It's a lot easier when you're talking to people like I was on Claude's channel and we were chatting. It's a lot easier when you've got somebody else to talk to, because you can bounce off and you can talk about, they can give their opinions and you can give your opinions. But when you're talking into a camera and reading people's chats out, and when you're trying to be consistent, it's hard. I'm not going to lie, it's not easy, but it just grows with confidence. It just grows. And the best thing is just to keep practicing. And what I will say as well, your subscribers, if they like your content and invest in you, they will just, and their understanding, they will just be patient. That's it. And listen, I'm finding out with YouTube, and I'd rather have quality than quantity. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather have good quality. Everybody that comes on my channel, listen, I may be a small channel, but everybody who comes on is respectful, and everybody's understanding, and and everybody from day one has been patient with me in this process, and I really appreciate that. But it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, and it does take a lot of courage to do. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, because I know there's a lot. I come across a lot of pitfalls in terms of trying to edit stuff and get content out. But listen, you guys have been fantastic. You guys have supported me the whole day through, the whole way through this process, and I really appreciate that. Let's have a look. Oh, you were on about Ramsey. Sorry, mate. Listen. When you put the chat in and I'm still talking away, I'm a little bit lagged behind because you guys are putting the chats in, and I am. I literally scrolling through them all to read them and to read them out. But yeah, I think the ship sailed with Ramsey. Yeah. Okay. Arsenal vlogs. Like I said, tweet me and we'll sort something out. Yeah, I've been checking them out. Arsenal vlogs. I've been checking some of your videos out and some of your previews out, but yeah, good stuff, mate. A good channel, really good channel. Yeah, no worries, Omar. So just listen. The only thing we'd need to sort out is how I would send you the link if you're not on social media. I have to figure out how I can do that. Send you a link to the channel so you could come in and join the stream. But yeah, let me know when you're ready, mate, when you're confident enough, and I will fix up a time and date. Obviously, if you give me a little bit of notice with so I can advertise it. Yeah, would love to have you on, mate. Listen, listen, everybody in my chat, not just one person. I don't want to single anybody out in particular, but anybody's welcome on my streams. And it's not just Arsenal fans. Anybody who wants to come on and chat about football or chat about their club, everyone's welcome. 1680. 4 notifications. Well, there you go, guys. I've read out all the chats. Let's see how long I've been going for. Let's have a look here. Let me scroll up here. So the only disadvantage as well is when I'm reading out your chats, I'm getting all the way down to the bottom, and then because I'm using my keyboard to scroll all the way back up, it takes a right pain in the ass because I'm going to have to try and figure out a way that I can do that. But listen, I'm loving the interaction today. Absolutely loving the interaction today. It's been brilliant. Let me just see what's up here. Let's have a look. There we go. Wow, 5 people watching, and I've been going for 48 minutes. Well, there you go, guys. That's it for today's stream. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in. Really appreciate it. Do hit the subscribe button if you're new, and do go and check me out on Claude's stream that just went up an hour ago. I was on, and I'll be back tomorrow with another stream. And I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do one of those daily vlog, so you guys get a bit more of an insight on what I get up to, other than just sitting in front of a computer chatting to you guys. So thanks to everybody who's tuned in today. Please, everybody who's watched, stick a like on the video. That helps get the channel noticed. And enjoy the rest of your day. I'll chat to you all soon. Take care, people.